Another program for high growth SMEs in Korea is called 300 Global Stars. That has been launched by the Korea Export-Import Bank in 2010. Again, please describe its main characteristics.
Well, it's a very interesting question. To answer this question, I'd like to explain what's going on in the very recent period in Korea. In the past, the Korean government was more concerned with the promotion of smaller SMEs, defined as I mentioned earlier, having, in terms of employees, having up to 300 employees. Of course, we have complementary definition in terms of sales amount, but the best definition is the number of employees. Where this policy has resulted in very interesting or undesirable side effect. We realized this well, only in the recent period, where if you are belonging to SME group, you can enjoy a lot of government supports. However, suppose you want to grow in terms of employees, having more than 300 employees, let's say even 301 employees, then what would happen? Immediately you lose the status of SMEs, which means you cannot get, exaggerating, any support from the government which you could enjoy in the past. So this discouraged many small firms not to even grow. Can you imagine this? So this side effect was, at the beginning it was not that serious, but now we realize it's very serious, because now we need growing SMEs to be medium-sized and later larger enterprises. But this SME policy in the past has discouraged this. So government, particularly from the last year, introduced a new concept for SME policy. This is based on the introduction of the concept of the so-called mid-sized enterprises. Well, SME already include medium-sized enterprises, but we have a special definition still using in English mid-sized enterprises. So we announced last year, year 2010 is the beginning or the year of mid-sized enterprises or enterprise promotion. So this means the Korean government and the Korean public is now very much concerned with rapidly or highly growing enterprises and to promote this growth. So returning to your question, this special program introduced by the Korean Export and Import Bank, in short EXIM Bank, is one of the programs, one of the support policies for the so-called mid-sized enterprises. And during these 10 years, they will select 300 enterprises with this title, and the support with the various measures for funding, R&D, and the personnel and so on. Altogether, they plan up to $2 billion of support for 10 years to these 300 enterprises to grow to be global players. That's the idea.
Mm-hmm. Sounds very impressive. Are there already any impacts that one could mention, impacts of these programs for high growth SMEs?
Well, honestly speaking, it's too early to evaluate the effects of this particular program and the other so-called mid-size enterprise programs. I would say it's too early. But because of the encouragement of the government, already, I would say many SMEs moved in the direction of actively growing instead of just keeping the previous position. So that is a very interesting and important change in their attitude and the strategy. But in terms of quantity, it's still too early to assess.
Still, this was a very interesting impact in terms of attitude. And is there anything you could say that Europe could learn from Korea for supporting high growth SMEs?
I would say, honestly speaking, we should learn from each other. What you can learn from Korea? As I took the examples of effects of several core policies taken by the government so far, Korea has established and implemented many, I would say, very active promotion policies and measures for SMEs, and many of them resulted in very positive factors or indicators we observe now. I haven't compared these policies one by one with the EU policies. However, some of these policies I expect can be even a model or good benchmarking cases for EU. But I can't say specifically, but in general, that's my perception. But one of the Korean policy characteristics, not only in SME area, but also in the whole economic area, is very quick adjustment or response to environmental changes. So now we realized some serious problems in the past SMEs. We are changing our system and the policy directions very quickly and actively. So this kind of very quick movement or response to changing environment or challenges, I don't know. If you forgive me, my perception is EU, because of the size, may be very slow to make policy decision or introducing some systems. So this is based on the smaller size of the Korean economy. But even though you may consider this kind of active and very fast decision makings by the Korean government and Korean business in general.
Great. I think these were very interesting points, very interesting things that you said. And as you said, it's not only learning from Korea, from the viewpoint of the Europeans, but it's a mutual learning from each other. And it will be, I think, very worthwhile to look at each other's policies in the future, particularly with regard to high growth SMEs. Thank you very much for this interview. Have a good evening.
Yes.
And
thank you. I enjoyed a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.